Greetings, Estremor. You are among the Ovates of the Golden Grove. And turned your turbulent passions against me, no doubt. What is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we cede, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
Lava.
Lava.
Moe Exit. As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant? No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours? Since when do the gods send mortals to collect? You're much too talkative to be the usher. This is the trouble with deities. They meddle in a world that they don't even inhabit. I hope they've promised you something better for your next life. Onward! Love. Mow it!
Arctic Worthen! Arctic Worthen!
Lover beyond.
Sunlight
troubled spirits surround us. Physical burdens anchor me.
I am Heravius, child of the Fisher Crane, adept of the Hawk and Ivy, wanderer of Eretha. Too formal?
Stundunek Boshenago
Osek Werthen Roth! Vathek Worthen!
He's got to get free.
Mow it!
Sunzanek Bossanago Bat!
Lavaru,
Be on sea!
The figurine. It's glowing.
Mow it! Breathe. Mow it. Breathe. Uli.
My mind feels sharp.
Mow it.
Shadow! Shadow!
What kind of Estromor foolishness is this?
Auric's shadow. Any closer and you'll bleed out next to him. I never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life. I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Masuk. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
Did your elders teach you even a mouse dropping's worth of decency? There will be other kills to dress and eat, but there will only be this one chance for Sagani to say her due respects.
Have you no respect? A great soul inhabited this body.
And it's gone now. What's left is our kill.
I want nothing from the tongues of these carrion eaters, coming from people who revere stones and long-dead Audra.
It's not just worshipping stones, you fool. It's about respect for what was built by those who came before you. Persoc means to you what those long-dead Audra mean to us.
She slanders the builders. You Estromoran are full. Moe Ixitana!
Carrying too much weight.
Settle! Settle!
Moe Ixitana!
Well now, this is testing.
Let's burn this!
Dead on!
Have a moment to talk? A deer in the middle of Air Glonfoth. But I'm glad I can bring this success back to Masuk. And perhaps Persak will return to us one day because of it. To be honest, the biggest relief is knowing that my journey was worthwhile. That finding Persak and carrying our village's story to him will strengthen our community and return his soul to us. I'm looking forward to being back in Masuk among my family and my people. But more than anything, I'm glad to finally understand the purpose behind these last 5 years. What do you think? Do you feel as though you understand the purpose behind your hunt for Theos? I hope you find your reason, Watcher. And I hope it brings you comfort, whatever it is. Anyway, Theos isn't getting any closer. I suppose we'd best keep after him. And now the fun begins.
Vermin invading my nest, threatening my hatchling. You shall feed my... I will protect my last hatchling to the death! And that death will be yours, rodent. And of the sky and all winged creatures, even my kind know of her.
Stunzen et Kostenago back!
No!
My bow's done.
Let me try
Got
again.
an arrow for this one.
Dead on!
Deal.
There's a lesson to be taught.
Dead on!
No, that's going to leave. You're attacking the wrong side. Try that again and I'll gut you.
Attack! Carrying
Return
too
of
much weight.
godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited
Carrying too much
quantities
weight.
of war spoils.
Attack! Carrying too much weight.
You journeyed to my temple and rid it of the dragon. Now my faithful may return, singing their joy to the skies and praising me through their creation. Glad because you seek to protect life, or because you seek a patron. And yet you have proven yourself with this task. I would tell you of another. Yes, but not only to stop Theos, to undo the tragedy he has wrought. When you reach the burial isle, you will find souls there that I have granted reprieve for their sins. I give these to you, for only they can bear you to safety on your journey down. And when you face Theos and the rotting fruits of his endeavors, remember the conversation we had. In that moment you will have power rivaling the gods, and after you will live in the world that you have chosen. Choose restoration, Watcher. Return souls to the bodies they were stolen from. Swear to me that you will do this, and I shall give you power to make even Woodica quake. I can be merciful and terrible, Watcher.
Wait! I'm not done with you. It's not often that any of our kind get the chance to speak to their... What should I call you? My mother? Father? What did you expect? Should I be happy? To be like this? To live like this? What kind of creator does this to her creation and abandons it in a world this cruel? All I've ever wanted from any of your kind is to take some responsibility. Any responsibility for what you've done. To us. To every one of the children you've abandoned. What does that mean? Come back here! We all deserve better.
What is it, Watcher? It stinks of her. It is justice, but if her greater purpose was to think Margaret would fall prey to such deceit. And Aethys, Waidwen had always claimed to be invading Dyrwood to free it. What if it were true? What if he had come to stop Woodica's plot before it began? Surely Aethys earned his death at Godhammer Citadel, but not for those reasons. Not to keep him silent. If such a thing has brought about this chaos, must we always be tools of gods? If Woodica and Margrin, if they are the cause of this, the Hollowborn, if the Purges were never necessary, if Aethys was fighting back, It had to be done, yet there would have been times where I would have stayed my hand. Boudica, she must answer to her own justice. No, I am glad to have walked this far with you, seen this truth. Perhaps it was what I was meant to see. With a watcher's eyes, all these dances of words and intrigues, machines of men, twisted, ripping the souls of children, and by the gods, the goddess of justice. If I could end her like Aethys, Margren burned her once. One can do so again. Boudica, she must answer to her own justice. Anyone with a shred of spirit seeks both justice and punishment. It burns in the heart of anyone who lives. All seek it. If the world does not balance, we all drown in the oceans. And the gods would not care. Margren, she must be redeemed. And punishing Boudica, that will serve. Is this some final joke at my expense? To test my faith further? And why would you think that, Watcher? If all you have are questions, then I have enough of those. She is a bitch of a goddess, to be sure, but even a whore only goes so far in crossing those she serves. That is all you have, a feeling. If feelings provoked me to say every thought that crossed my mind, get gone, and leave me to my thoughts.
Tread carefully. Let my face be a warning sign to always treat Galawain and his messengers with caution.
The lioness reigns still, and soon her cubs will rise. Why did you strike the bear down? Strength begets strength. The mighty seize an advantage in their jaws and do not let go. They shake and wring it, puncture its arteries with sharpened fangs. Blood whets their appetite. You sought and won the favor of Galawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
So you know. No doubt one of the others has already enlisted you, and with a different purpose. Nevertheless, hear us.
Track Theos. Follow the trail he has left for you, and corner him in sun and shadow.
You must stop him before he empowers Boudica.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make.
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence. Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors. To breed strength, power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
What Theos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
And improvement is the goal of all Gith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Theos has done to the Deerwood.
And when you descend the pit to sun in shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. as I hope we can count on yours when we reach the bottom. There are many souls upon the Burial Isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the Deerwood.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Betray us, and my beast shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
My friend, this is a most auspicious moment. The Lord of the Hunt has spoken to you without omission or riddles. Heed what he said about his beast seeking you out should you stray from the task. It's not a promise.
Consider and calculate, but decide.
Ventured from the White Bat Wells to find the crack in the ice. When you sealed it, you damned their souls to a slow weathering here. One they had sought to escape.
A fitting reply from an obedient servant. You seek always the correct answer, like a solution to a riddle.
For each there is a season watcher. Winter's shroud covers all things in its time. The heat and energy of life dissipates, and untethered essence fades into chaos. But entropy is a chisel of ice and a hammer of wind. It is not for mortals to wield these tools.
The Watcher seeks something long lost. What is it you search for?
Yet there is a greater plot at work here, Watcher. Theos acts not for himself. He is the Burned Queen's quiet slave, a master of secrets and schemes.
Theos is a winter gale, unseen by the world even while he carves and shapes it. Boudica directs him, sending him to wipe her enemies from Eora.
And Animancy as well. He would see those secrets lost, the knowledge forgotten.
And he would see his mistress grow fat on the essence of thousands. For her, he has harvested the unborn souls of the Deerwood.
To consume them, to collect her evaporating power, rebuilding what the turning ages have stripped from her.
She would reclaim her status like an island of silt dredged from the sea.
With this fresh, raw essence, Boudica will seize power over those gods and Kith who have refused to acknowledge her authority, the ultimate act of vengeance.
Theos has removed these souls from the cycle. They are ice melting in the sun. Let them fade.
Let them forget this world and be forgotten by it.
Take the souls she so desires and grind them into dust. Let her see her careful schemes thoroughly ruined.
It is the destiny of all things to crumble and join the chaos that follows this world. Some seek it willingly, as you have seen.
To mingle, roiled and stirred by the tides of the universe. It is not an unkind fate. When you reach the Burial Isle, we will send lost souls to guide you through the pit. This is our gift to you. What you do after you face Theos will be your choice. But we would have you set the stolen essence adrift.
And whether you would heed us or no, Understand that our end comes to all things eventually. Help us achieve it, and we shall reward you now with a power to rival Theos's.
But do not choose lightly. We forget nothing, least of all a betrayal.
Do not wait forever. We wait, but Theos does not.
A toll, traveler. You met a dwarf traveling this road. What did you do? You are too impatient in your ideals. There is no justice in the tides that move the seas, nor in the seasons that nurture and slay all broken things. There is no morality in the forces that move the world. They are inevitable, products of their own self-perpetuating motion. You found a tree that had lived for centuries. Its roots were deep, and its boughs sheltered many. Why did you cut it down? All draw their life's energy from the deaths of others. This is why all must remain part of the cycle of death and rebirth. No creature may be a closed loop unto itself. If you know this much, then another god has already spoken with you, and given you half of the answer. No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me. I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way beyond.
Stop right there! You're in the... Did you think you wouldn't be recognized here, in your old home? I've seen your trials with my own eyes.
Suros, what are you doing?
An assassin sent by the Inquisition, my lady. Daring to approach our camp.
Surely this is some trick of my mind. I did not expect to see you again.
My Lady Irvara, I beg of you. This is an Inquisitor. This is a desperate attempt on your life. The only way it can succeed is if you allow it to.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was. If I can't have faith in one man's ability to reason, once he knows the truth, what hope do we have?
My lady, he admits being a spy!
That should make him less of a threat, wouldn't you agree? I have nothing to hide. All I see here is an opportunity to persuade someone who could help us. We have many former missionaries here. They are our most loyal, our most helpful. Many have died for us. These are not people we should be turning away. And if the Inquisition wants my life, they can have it. But they know as well as I do that my cause will not die with me. Come, we have much to talk about. Do you remember when we were children, and the missionaries came to tell us about the gods? They told us we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort. I miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you. I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kraytun suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kraytun is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies on a stronghold that can resist an invading army. Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Another turn, Inquisitor. I ask again, Jovara Ixencios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused? Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
I confess to opening minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
I confess to following a false prophet.
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Only my truth, then.
Another turn.
No! Wait! Wait! I'm ready. I'm ready.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.